Seen myself in the mirror going, holy shit, who's that guy? Tried Ozempic for a couple of months and then wasn't suiting me. I can wear my son's clothes now. Before it was the other way, he was stealing my shoes, and now I can fit his clothes. I never thought I had 20 kilos to lose. I thought 10 would be enough and just keep going, and here we are.
Here we are at the MPT HQ gym with MPT Rebuild and Success client. I'm just going to call you KP, mate.
Yeah.
What's your name? How do we pronounce it?
Kiriopa Pirikahi.
Yeah, I don't have that roll of the tongue, so I'm just going to call you KP. KP's the 45-year-old father from WA who has lost 24 kilos in 24 weeks in 2 days' time. Yep. So just under 24 weeks. As a father of three that works in the mines, you do FIFO work.
Yep.
So we're going to have a chat about how you did it, what you tried before this that didn't work, and what you kind of found to be different doing the MPT Rebuild. Let's get it. All right, mate. So what was your starting weight before doing the Rebuild?
121.9.
121.9.
Yeah.
And you're sub 100 kilos today, right? Yeah. 96 odd, 96 something?
Yeah.
Amazing. So why did you want to lose that amount of body fat at this point in your age? Sorry, at this point in your life?
To be honest, probably a good example for the kids.
Okay. How old are your kids? You got three of them?
Yeah, son 16, daughter 14, another daughter 10. Young fella's an athlete, so you kind of got to be an example instead of...
Time dad starts to look like one?
Yeah.
All right, so obviously for you, it was not so much for yourself or for vanity or anything like that. It was more about, hey, I need to start being a father and a leader by example.
Yeah, and also just for myself.
Yeah.
Like, probably now I feel better about myself than I ever have.
And what were some of the things that you tried before the Rebuild?
Tried Ozempic for a couple of months and then sort of wasn't suiting me. Other than that, just been smashing it out in the gym. Sort of know everything but nothing all at once.
Yep. I mean, you got a ton of muscle, obviously.
Yep.
Like that's partially your genetics. All the Islander boys always are big, solid, fucking strong bastards. But that's also not to take away the fact that you've been lifting weights for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? How long?
10, 15 years.
10, 15. So the training side, you probably learned a bit with us, but it probably wasn't the major component. It was probably more the nutrition, setting up your day.
And putting everything in order, I suppose, like putting the jigsaw puzzle together, I guess.
Spot on. So essentially you knew just enough to be dangerous to yourself, which is most blokes. I think they know what they're doing, but their results show something else. You obviously had the humility to realise, hey, I need to hire someone to fix this. So talk me through your thinking process then. Like, have you been watching me for a while? Have you seen some other FIFO guys get good results? Was it an ad that just stood out to you?
Yeah, I was following sort of a bit of content on Instagram. I come across yours and then listen to the podcast, and I think it's probably the realism, how you speak, like normal Australian speak, not
American
hype.
Not
American, yeah. So, and then just seeing some of the results, and then especially the Māori boys, like you said, like it sort of made it more relatable.
Yeah.
It always sort of seems not real until someone in your own shoes.
Yeah.
And then seeing WA people in it as well.
Yep, right. And then what was the process for you after that? You booked in a call, you spoke with Marcus, I believe?
Yeah, I actually messaged you probably like over a year before.
Wow.
It took me that long to get everything lined up, and had a few commitments, and then finally I actually rang Marcus before, went on a family trip to Europe, said I'll call him back a month later, and
You're one of these guys that actually called him back?
Yeah.
Because that's few and far between too.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. All right, let's get into our next movement. We've just done our 2 working sets on lat pull down. We're going to move over to rack pull today, as per KP's suggestion. So we're going to work up to some serious weight here on rack pull. All right, first working set of rack pulls. We're going to do a PB today, mate.
Yeah.
Let's hit it. I just want to reverse back into your experience with Ozempic. So I know that peptides and weight loss, injections are really popular online at the moment. And listen, I'll tell you why. I get DMs daily from peptide pharmacies saying, we want you to be an affiliate. You can make extra money. It's really easy. Send it to your clients, referrals, we'll pay you. I'm opting not to do that because I think that the best way to lose body fat is doing a rebuild, building muscle, building your calories slowly, and identifying the main problems that cause fat gain and people being overweight in the first place, which is a terrible system or lifestyle. No sleep, alcohol or stress, not saying that's you. Alcohol to mitigate stress, people aren't eating well. I'm trying to get men to fix that problem, which is the root cause, and do it through example so that they're better leaders for their kids, whereas the fitness industry is just trying to make bank. I watched a clip the other day, brothers in LA, I don't know if you've seen this, Sam, who made $1.8 billion in 2 years with fake clone doctors selling peptides, mostly weight loss peptides. Fake AI generated before and afters, and they've made 1.8 billion. So, you know, a capitalist and a competitive business owner like myself, who likes to make a lot of money, sees that and goes, holy fuck, like that's crazy. I've made anywhere near that money in 8 years I've been online, and I'm doing it honestly, but I'm not willing to sell my soul for money like that. And I'm trying to get more and more men understanding that there's side effects of that stuff. So anyway, long story short, can you give me a bit of detail on what Ozempic did or didn't do for you, and why you decided to do it with your own two hands and discipline instead of injecting it?
It was marketed as a tool to help you lose weight, and it was just real big at the time.
Yeah,
and
it seems like a no-brainer.
And the access was pretty simple.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought I gave it a crack, and numbers weren't really moving or anything.
So the scale wasn't?
I just kind of felt the same, and they keep upping your dose.
And when you say they, that's a doctor, I think you
Well, yeah, the doctor.
The doctor, okay, yeah.
Up your dose until you start getting results, and then sort of keep it there. Personally, it's sort of not depressed, but I was pretty emotional at the time. And I didn't even know why. And that was the thing that was added to my life, I suppose. And then, like I said to you before, over more than a year, I sort of was watching your content and following your stories and stuff, and lighting a few things up so I could have a crack.
And now here we are. 6 months is ending on Monday, with Saturday today, so 2 days.
Actually, one more week, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay, shit. So you're 23 weeks in.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've lost 24 kilos. And how are you feeling? Are you feeling emotional? Are you feeling flat?
Feeling good about myself, to be honest.
The opposite, right? Yeah. And I think part of that is because, one, you're doing it yourself, and as men, we need to be working on something to create fulfillment. But two, you're doing it the right way. You're lifting weights, you're eating a lot of protein because you're a huge dude. Look how big he is next to me, right? Massive dude, ton of muscle. So you're actually psychologically and physically feeling better doing it this way versus putting in.
Definitely. And
you actually said that it was very cheap for you as well, which is another lack of barrier of entry is that you got a it was health insurance based, wasn't it? Yeah. So it cost you like $80 for a month or something.
300, whatever it was.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. There you go. So I mean, after doing that and then doing this, what would you say to the viewer who's maybe a bit skeptical about paying money to work with me and doing it with their own two hands versus trying to inject it like essentially the masses are doing at the moment?
I'll just say, just give it a crack. The amount of content out there at the moment is sort of floods your brain, and you're not like you see one dude, so you try that, you see another, you try that, but you're never actually getting any guidance. You can look at a million Instagram reels and see what a good diet is or a good workout is, but with a bit of guidance, obviously it pays off. I never thought I had 20 kilos to lose. I thought 10 would be enough, and just keep going, and here we are.
Here you are, 23 weeks in, 24 kilos down. And setting the right example for your kids, more importantly. It's super fulfilling actually achieving it with your own two hands. The business equivalent I give all the time is, it's like if you win the lottery, most people that win the lottery end up back broke afterwards because they didn't earn the money. So for me, it's better to actually earn the money properly by changing people's lives and rebuilding them versus becoming another fucking peptide peddler online because it's financially alluring. And that's the problem, is there are a lot of trusting accounts, fitness accounts online that have a lot bigger following than me that are all saying, go and do this, go and do this. Behind it all, I promise you, is an affiliate link for their peptides. It's fucking disgusting at the moment. And that's the kind of uphill shit battle that I'm dealing with, but I'm focusing on what I'm doing and actually rebuilding you guys properly. Appreciate you coming here today. I know you're on holidays with your family. To be able to just help the next guy who maybe tried the Ozempic and it didn't work, or maybe just doesn't want to inject things in his body anymore and wants to find a way that actually is proven to work for 45-year-olds who do a crazy work schedule, FIFO. What are you for?
No, I'm only week on, week off.
Week on, week off. It's still tough traveling and all that stuff. 3 kids as well, man. And 45 too. The online says that if you're not injecting stuff at 45, you're going to look like an 80-year-old. It's not the case, man. Most people just need to fix their lifestyle, train properly, eat properly, and upgrade their lifestyle. So, good stuff. Okay, so for you viewers that have been watching me for a while, I'll always talk about doing T-bar row with 10 kilo plates. Now, I don't think the camera can pick this up, but it will in a minute. I'm doing 20 kilo plates today because I don't have enough 10 kilo plates in my gym. I've been meaning to buy some more plates, but I haven't got around to it because I'm fucking flat out. Fighting against all you idiots trying Ozempic and peptides, right? So I am doing them today with 20 kilo plates, but I recommend you at a gym to do them with 10s or 15s because you get more range of motion before the plate hits you in the stomach. All right, just got done with 2 working sets of T-bar row. That's 100 kilos you just did there, man. That's solid fucking weight. It's a PB for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I wanted to ask you, mate, you've lost 24 kilos in 23 weeks, just under 6 months. What other benefits have you noticed by doing a rebuild and losing that kind of fat that aren't just scale weight results?
Feeling confident with myself. People are like, do you feel better? And I mean, I was always the active father anyway, jumping off the jetty with the kids and whatnot, seeing myself in the mirror, going, holy shit, like, who's that guy?
Is that me?
You know, I sent you that picture the other day at the gym.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck did they come from? The kids all just pump me up. You know, they're saying how good you look, and I can wear my son's clothes now.
Yeah,
Before it was the other way, he was stealing my shoes, and now, you know, I can fit his clothes.
So how does that feel as a dad, getting compliments from your kids about, you know, the positive change you've made in your life?
It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And it's good that I guess the daughters see the example of
A real man, yes, say it.
and my son. You know, like I was always of the thought of genetics sort of hold you back, and now I know that's bullshit, to be honest.
It is, man. Honestly, it's a trap of a lot of Islanders. Like, they're big, big appetite.
Yep.
And look, you guys definitely, like, you're massive. You've got a ton of muscle on you, big bone, but you can still eat in a way where you're getting enough protein.
Yep.
You're feeling full, but you're still in a deficit to the point where you can lose a kilo of fat a week, which is what you've done.
Yeah.
And you've lost, 24 of them.
Yeah.
That you only thought you had 10 of them to lose.
Yeah.
Do you think that the scan helped kind of put that to bed, or do you just think that the progress was addictive for you and you just wanted to keep going to the next level?
Definitely addictive, getting on the scales and
Yeah.
you know, sort of just seeing it felt like same weight all week. Then on that weighing day, it's just disappeared. There's a kilo gone, or
Like magic.
yeah, like magic. And and then it becomes addictive. When I started, you know, I've always sort of been someone who's gonna do this and gonna do that. And to be honest, I didn't know if I would follow it through. And obviously the results
Yep.
made me keep going. And then I sort of spoke to the wife and said I'm keen to go again.
Yep.
She just said do it. Yeah, and yeah, just support from them, family, and like I told you before, all my workmates, everyone pretty much in my circle. About to go back to New Zealand, and no one's seen me like this since I was like
It's going to be amazing for
18.
you, man.
You know.
Yeah. For you, you've had the benefit of having the missus on board, the family on board, and even your mates and stuff, like not give you shit about not drinking and being healthy, which is great. Not everyone has that, but something I've noticed that you've done differently to some guys that fall off before they get to this level is you're engaged in the community. So we have like a exclusive community for our clients, like you said before, almost like a men's health brotherhood. I don't advertise it too much because people are so fucking cynical in Australia. I don't. If I said, oh, we've got like this mindset, people be like, oh, what a wank, I don't need that A&A meeting, whatever. But you've been really resourceful there. So you've been posting your progress, you've been encouraging others, you've been getting encouraged by others in the group, and that stood out to me as something that you brought to the table. Do you want to just elaborate on that a little bit and what benefit you saw from our community along the way?
I said I talked with my workmate Bobby, who's currently doing Rebuild as well, and
Bobby, you're next, man. I want to see you here next to me in how long? 6 months?
yeah.
Well, let's see. I don't know how much weight
He's going again, yeah. But
Great.
as we talk about, like, everyone in the group is going through or has gone through the same shit.
Similar stuff, yeah.
Especially the ones who have done real well. You can see where they've come from. But another thing we talk about is it's kind of like it's become acceptable just to be
A fat dad.
dad bod, I suppose.
Yeah, dad bod, yeah.
I said I thought I only had 10 to lose. 24 down now, and yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
Very good. Were you someone that listened to the audiobooks? Were you plugging into those?
Yep.
Or you were? Yep.
One of them I was sort of halfway through and then coming to the next one, but they all hold value. Like even the first book was like the first chapter and it's talking about no man's land, and that hit a spot with me because that's where I've been, you know, for 16 years and kids 16, so.
Spot on. And look, the more I coach, the more I realise that it is a game, it's a mental battle.
Yep.
You can have the best meal plan, the best training plan, the best coach in the world, and it won't do shit if you can't get out of your own way.
Yep.
And that's all a mental battle.
Yep.
So those audio books are designed to help you guys win that battle daily, weekly, monthly, and that compounds over 23 weeks.
Yep.
And here we are,
Yep.
you know, rebuilt, new version of you.
Yep.
And hopefully you've shifted your identity as, you know, the big fella with the big bones. You're still massive, but I mean the fat guy.
Yep.
And that's part of that process is that changing of the thinking.
Yep.
Listen to good stuff that actually helps you upgrade your mindset instead of talkback radio, doom and gloom about the economy, World War III, petrol, politics, fucking government, whatever. No wonder everybody's anxious, stressed and addicted to shit because they're feeding themselves this shit daily.
Yep.
Whereas we get you guys doing Drive Time U, listening to structured audio books based on your time in the program. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that you got benefit from that, man. The guys that are too arrogant to listen to that, guess what? They really make it here. So
Yep.
I always say success leaves clues. So does failure. Look around. Most population are fat, broke, and stupid for a reason. So start doing the opposite to what they're doing. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%.
Many reps later.
All right, so mate, do you remember your first 12-week, 100-day result?
About 14,
14 kilos.
I think, yeah.
Which is bloody impressive. It's over a kilo a week.
Yeah.
What made you stay on and keep going? You know, like you said earlier, you thought you only had 10 kilos. What pushed you to continue?
Just momentum, sort of see how far it can go.
So starting out, it was 10 kilos, and then that soon changed into, let's see how far we can go.
Yeah, and then sort of got close to 20, and then it was, you know, a bit of encouragement from the coaches and that. I thought, well, see how far we can go.
Yeah. And who was your co-coach?
Brock.
Yeah. How'd you find him?
Yeah, he's all good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, helpful, and especially when it comes to diet, you know, getting a bit hungrier and throwing a few things in there to get me through the day.
Yeah. Okay. So can you give some specific examples to that, just for the guys that want to know?
So first one, obviously have the breakfast, just smoothie, or I actually have it in a bowl now. It's,
So you do like oats, yogurt, fruit, protein in a bowl.
yeah, and then I'll leave it overnight, and
Okay.
it's sick. I've got
What a
little,
volume, isn't it? It's big.
yeah, and I've got a insulated container as well. I put it on the way to work, and the blueberries kind of freeze it. It's kind of like ice
Amazing.
cream. Yeah.
Okay.
I was getting a bit hungry in the morning, so they gave me a couple of boiled eggs
Perfect.
to get me through to lunch,
Yep.
which is chicken wrap. So I have the afternoon smoothie and protein shake.
Yep.
Then I was still a bit hungry after that. So because at work I go to gym in the afternoon. She gave me a couple of rice cakes with a bit of honey on it,
Beautiful.
and that's epic. And
Yeah.
Come out of the sun, and even just saying sweet wakes you up a bit to
Yep. Yep.
get in the gym.
And the reason we do that is they're fast-acting carbs,
Yep.
so that you've got carbs ready to train on
Yeah, yeah.
in the afternoon. That's
Yeah.
why we do that. And the boiled eggs are amazing. Like a
Yeah.
boiled egg is 90 calories, very filling.
Yep.
You know, I always say this. It's like, can you put away 6 Oreos, 9 Oreos?
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
They're 90 calories an Oreo. Can
Yeah.
you put away 9 boiled eggs? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
So it's the satiating foods like that
Yeah.
that you know your co-coach is designed to help put in your meal plan
Yep.
to help you with hunger.
Yeah.
And just on that, I know for a fact that you started on 1900 calories,
Yep.
which is not bad. It's low for someone your size.
Yep.
And you lost 4 or 5 kilos in that first fortnight,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yep.
And then we started to build calories up throughout the process.
Yep.
Because the idea is to get the result, but get the result when your calories are built up so that you can sustain the result.
Yep.
Because if you leave here now, 24 kilos down, starving, and you go and eat like you used to with your family in New
Yeah.
Zealand, guess what's going to happen, mate?
Yeah.
You're not going to put the 24 back on, but you're going to put weight
Yeah.
back on pretty quickly. So a big component of the rebuild is actually building the calories during the process, which is
Yep.
what a rebuild is. We're rebuilding your metabolism, training it to handle food better again from lower levels of body fat.
Yep.
And you've done that, man, which is amazing. All right, we just got done with our dumbbell shrugs where we come up and back. Pretty deceptive, that movement. It feels like if you're looking at yourself in the mirror, it feels like you're not doing much. But as you'll see on camera, you actually are doing a fair bit. Most of it's happening where you can't see it. So that's a tip for you guys in the academy that are doing it. If you don't think it's working, film yourself from behind because you can actually see what's working. Any final words for anyone that's in the group who maybe wants to get to YouTube but isn't sure they can do it, or anyone who's watching this and who's skeptical about an online coach? What would you say to them?
Probably just show a bit of vulnerability. If you think you need it, you probably do. Go online and look at all the podcasts and that, and you see dudes every shape and size have fucking sick results.
Including you now, man. We're about to shoot a podcast in a minute.
Sweet, yeah. But yeah, just you never know. So you have a go. What's the cost of life, I suppose?
Yeah. Well, what's the cost of not doing it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, you tried on your own for how long? A decade. Never got the results. You hired a professional, and we guaranteed the first bunch of results, and then you ended up surpassing that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, did the 10 kilo money back guarantee kind of give you a bit of a safety net, or were you not really phased by that?
I guess at first it did, like initially, but once the numbers started dropping, they got within that.
You would have been there halfway, I think. 6 weeks in, you would have been 10 kilos down almost.
Like the numbers keep going and just gives you that sort of motivation.
And what about the misses coming in? Like we get a lot of guys that will hop on the phone with Joe or Marcus. You had Marcus, who will say, oh yeah, look, I'll check with the missus, and you know, the missus kind of shuts it down for whatever reason. Or at least the bloke says that. We don't know whether it's a smoke screen or whether it's reality. Did you enroll and then tell her, or did you kind of talk with her about it? Did she know you were thinking about hiring a coach? Talk me through that.
So like I said, I've been following you for a bit, and then before we went on our family trip, I sort of told my mate Bobby, I said, I'm going to jump on this dude.
Yeah.
And then we were at the airport in Paris, I think, and I said to the wife, look, this is something that I want to do, and as best I could articulated what it was all about. And then, you know, it was probably another 4 or 5 weeks that we were in a position to do so, and she said, just go for it.
Yeah, great.
Everything comes at a cost, but we were in a position at the time to do it. Yeah, it's paid off, I believe.
Would you say now, looking like this on a family trip to the Gold Coast, is she happy that you did it, or?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Except she said I'm too bony now.
Oh, too skinny.
Too bony to cuddle in bed.
You tell that's not bones, honey, that's a muscle.
It's not comfy anymore because there's too many bones. But yeah, the other day we were heading out and she thought I wasn't grabbing a shirt. So, oh, you're one of those Goldie boys now, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's over there.
Well, that's it. I mean, everyone's an Avenger here on the Gold Coast, but you fit in now, man. You're bigger than a lot of them. A ton of muscle in real life. You know, 97 kilos, pretty lean. I'm not sure what your body fat percentage is because we didn't quite get a scan, did we?
No, it was like 80 kilos.
Of muscle?
Yeah, when I done my DEXA before I started this one.
Yep. Yeah, which is a lot. All right, so any final words to someone that's on the fence? What would you say to the bloke that's thinking about pinning the Ozempic or doing peptides or something else? What would you say to him?
Just give this a crack, man. Like, got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Well, everything to lose and lots to gain. But
fat to lose.
Yeah, like I said a million times, I feel so much better about myself.
Which is hard to put a price on, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Like,
if
you were to say nearly 24 weeks ago that I'll be like this and I feel like this way, then I probably would have thought.
You're talking smack.
Yeah, it's just Insta stuff, but here we are.
Well, success leaves clues, man. I think you're like the 35th person I've filmed with for YouTube. Not as many podcasts because I wasn't doing them earlier. So the track record's there, and like you said, it's from every walk of life all across the country. You're in WA. The bloke here 2 weeks ago was from SA. All right, mate. Well, look, anything you want to say to Marcus, who did your first onboarding call, or Brock, who was your accountability coach?
Thanks for everything. You too. Bro, videoing just been an amazing experience, and being part of it. Grateful that was able to take the leap of faith, and
here you are today.
Here we are.
Yeah. So you're not mad at Marcus for pushing you over the line and encouraging you to do it?
Nah.
No. And you're not mad at Brock for kicking your ass on occasion if you weren't adherent?
Nah, not really.
Yep.
You know, at first, there was a couple. I think it was a second call. He was like, "Why didn't you do that?" And I started making up bullshit, and then I was like, "Oh, actually, no. I just didn't do it because I knew that accountability."
Exactly.
Sort of thing.
Well, that's the thing, man. Like a coach is not meant to be your buddy.
Yeah.
And kind of soften and agree with and side with your excuses. They're actually meant to kind of expose that side of you that you're comfortable operating in. So it's interesting. Some guys like the no bullshit fluff approach that we have from the sales calls guys down, whereas others can't handle it. But again, success leaves clues, man.
Yeah.
Life's hard. Get harder. You don't look like this 24 kilos ago for a reason. You need help to get there. So like you said, a bit of humility, drop the ego. You don't know what to do, otherwise you'd look how you want to look. All right, mate, well, congrats on the rebuild. Very impressive. I'm glad we got to film together today. Little side note is KP was here with his family for a week on the Gold Coast. I didn't realise he was going to New Zealand with his family straight after this. I thought we were going to film in 8 weeks. And we literally made this happen today. I messaged him last night. I said, can you get the day off today with the missus and the kids? He said, I can. Messaged the cameraman. He was ready. Messaged the barber. He come around, gave me a little tidy up so I don't look like a bum on camera. And we fucking turned this around in literally like last 12 hours or so, something like that, less, which is awesome. So yeah, congrats on the rebuild, mate. 24 kilos in 23 weeks, 45 years old, 3 fucking kids, every excuse imaginable. You tried peptides, so you don't need to. Come and do a rebuild and you can look like this fella.